Orcam is a company that helps people with some vision loss or reading difficulties be able to have all that world open up to them again. And we want to welcome Cameron Hessling to the program from Orcam. They're going to talk to us a little bit about what this is all about and how it works. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much for having me and having Orcam back.
Absolutely.
Happy to be here.
There are all sorts of different devices you guys have for low vision and people with reading difficulties. What are some of the differences between them all? Like, what should people be looking for when you do a consultation with them?
Yeah, great question. So Orcam has assistive technology, or is the manufacturer of assistive technology devices. So all of our devices are text-to-speech devices. So simply what they're going to do is take a picture of any relatively normal text that's in front of you and read it back through a speaker that's in the back. We have wearable devices, we have handheld devices, and we have our newest Read 3 device.
Okay.
So I'll turn on this wearable one right here. It's really small, it's about 3 inches long. Charged. It's very chatty.
It's charged.
It's charged. It'll let you know it's very chatty, which is helpful because our devices...
Right off the bat, I was going to say that's helpful because if you're having a vision problem, you can't look at your device and see how the charge is going.
Exactly. So it'll always be very chatty with you. All of our devices are designed to meet you where you're at.
Okay.
So for this device, it will just place on any glasses with a magnetic mount right here. So it can place on, these are prop glasses. You can utilize, prescription glasses if you have them, sunglasses, whatever it might be for you. And this is a really good hands-free option. Again, it just depends what's best for the end user. I can hold up any relatively normal text in front of me. Ooh, I'm shaky.
You can set it down.
So here, I'll set it down right here. See, it's good because there are multiple options, and I can just take a picture, of the text that's in front of me. And it will start reading in my ear. I can stop it by placing my hand out in front of me or just tapping the side of the device again.
Oh, wow.
So I can tap the side of the device or I can point to the text that I want it to read. So if there was a sign on the wall, I could point up at the sign on the wall. It can pick up as far away as billboards. I could be at a grocery store and point to those aisle signs above.
Okay, this is amazing.
Yeah, so it really does.
I feel like I'm on an episode of Star Trek.
Yeah, it really is amazing.
The translator, because that's literally, it translates people's worlds back to, so they have access to the written world that's out there for them.
Yes, correct.
That is really amazing. It's incredible.
Yeah.
So, it's still talking to us. So now what's it saying?
It's just going to sleep, so it doesn't keep chatting to us.
Saying good night. We'll miss you.
Yes.
So, how do you assess someone who comes in with maybe macular degeneration or some other challenge? How do you assess what's best for them?
Yeah, great question. So, it all starts with a demonstration of the device. So, for example, I'll be at the Health and Wellness Expo on October 7th with a booth with all of the devices. Someone can walk up to me, they can hold it in their hand, and they can utilize it there. They can press the buttons, try it on, see which device is best for them there. We also can do at-home demonstrations as well. So I can give them my card at that expo, they can give me a call, and if they're comfortable, we can do at-home demonstrations, which I've actually done here at Laguna Woods Village. So I would come in, they would try on the devices, and they would use them in their home. I love to ask people what their why is. So why do you want the device? Why? What situations have you come across on a day-to-day basis where you think, okay, I can't do this independently, I need a little handheld companion or a wearable companion. Sometimes that's reading mail, reading their bills, reading the newspaper, reading their favorite book. It can be independently grocery shopping. It can be a number of things.
Right.
Even just if you get a phone call, you want to read who's calling you.
Sure.
You simply tap the side of the device, read, and you either say, I don't want to pick up that call, or I do. So I always ask their why, and they always get hands-on experience with the device before purchasing, and then follow-up training as well. It's really easy to utilize. As you saw, it's just a tap.
Yeah.
And then with the handheld device, it's as simple as a click of a button.
Okay.
So it's very easy to learn, but it does come with training when you purchase directly through Orcam.
Terrific. Yeah, like for myself, I mean, my readers, I go up every year, so I get, okay, I need a little stronger, Are there folks like that who just like the readers aren't there for them anymore, and that kind of situation, all the way to actual degenerative eye issues?
Yeah, that's a really great point that you bring up. So Orcam is expanding their low vision portfolio. Like I showed you, we have the wearable one, we have handheld ones, and then Orcam just came out with a Read 3 device.
There we go.
So the main visual difference that you'll see is yellow buttons when you just look at it right away. So when you turn the device on, I'll show how this can be
charged.
chatty.
Oh, you charged it all the way. That's at 100%.
It's ready to go. So I have a newspaper in front of me, and with this device, all I do is click this button at the front, and a laser box is going to appear. So whatever I capture in that laser box is what it's going to read to me. So if I only want a small section of the newspaper or bill or whatever it might be read to me, and then I can press that button again to stop, because I'm not going to make us read the newspaper this morning. But so it not only acts as a handheld companion, but then when it's connected to you go and sit at your computer or you have a tablet, once you connect it to your tablet, it acts as a magnifier. So it can magnify all of the text that's in front of you, and then it can also be placed in this stand as well for a hands-free option.
Okay.
As we saw, my hands were shaky earlier. If I drink too much coffee and my hands are shaky, I can simply put this below and give it vocal commands.
Right.
I'm not going to do that, or else it'll keep chatting,
Right,
but
right.
it's a
But I
hands-free
imagine that's
option.
also very helpful just for people to that are having challenge holding something steady, or like you said, to
Exactly.
put it here so I clearly point at the spot I want to be at.
Exactly. It's a simple vocal command or a click, and it'll start reading the text that's below. So this one is an all-in-one low vision solution that is designed to follow people with their vision loss journey. So when it starts and you do need a magnifier, instead of having a magnifier, a text-to-speech device, and a million different devices, it's an all-in-one solution for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does insurance play into this? Are some of these things covered through insurance, or
Great
is it just kind of an
question.
outside the insurance industry area?
I always say right now, it's
Okay.
outside. I'm hoping that will change. It's not covered as a medical device quite yet. There are different grants and amazing, just different organizations that can support with grants and financial support as well.
Okay.
And then there's also payment plans that can be done directly through Orcam, where you can pay monthly rather than paying in full right away.
Because I imagine this technology doesn't come cheap, right? But
Yeah.
it opens up people's worlds, and so what's the value on that? Being able to have that
Exactly.
access again? Can people have to take those measured decisions especially with fixed incomes, right?
Exactly, yes. So that's when I found, when I've worked with people that have fixed incomes, the payment plan has worked well for them. And that's been a question that we talk about. Is this something that's going to bring more independence to your life, and is it worth it? Are you going to grab at it every day when you're trying to read your bills and whatnot? That's why the why, the demonstration, and the training is so important.
I was going to ask about that a little bit. So you get the training. If people determine like, hey, maybe this isn't quite for me, or this isn't working the way I want it to, what's the kind of the buyer's remorse period in there?
Yeah, definitely. So there's a 30-day return policy.
Okay, great. So you can really try it out and get the real feel for it.
Yes. But usually, I think the device is really straightforward, so it's either a good fit or it's not. So once
Right.
I do the demonstration, if you're comfortable with me being in your home, you see, okay, I actually will use this in my pantry. I can make sure I'm grabbing all of the right ingredients. I'm going to utilize it with my mail. I'm going to utilize it with reading my favorite article. So once you kind of figure out, like, yes, this is a good device for me, there's usually little to no buyer's remorse as long as you're getting that training. Because it can be, although the device is really easy to use, if you get any training device, or excuse me, like new device, it can be overwhelming. Like, what button do I click?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Cameron Hessling, thank you so much. This is really some cool tech. I'm super impressed with this. Thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. And folks can get a hold of you guys through the website and phone number or the email that we put up on the screen. So that's fantastic. All right, when we come back, we're going to preview the Friday movie. Stay with us.